You have been chosen by God to hear this message. Listen to these miracle portal confirmations every day to successfully unlock your blessings this month. I stand in divine power. Everything I need to unlock my blessings flows from the strength God has placed within me. I claim abundance now. I open my heart and spirit to receive the gifts that God has stored up for me. I am worthy of every blessing. My faith is stronger than my doubts, and I embrace the fullness of God's promise. God's favor surrounds me. I walk confidently, knowing that blessings and miracles chase after me daily. I let go of limitations. By releasing old fears and doubts, I clear the way for boundless abundance. I am chosen for greatness. My life is a testimony of God's power, and I stand ready to fulfill my divine calling. Joy and peace fill my steps. I move forward without hesitation, trusting that each step is guided by love and light. Every setback becomes a setup. I believe every challenge is an opportunity for God to show Himself strong in my life. My faith ignites miracles. What once seemed impossible now becomes my reality through unwavering belief. I celebrate my blessings. Gratitude overflows from my heart, and I praise God for the abundant life unfolding before me. I boldly claim my God-given power, embracing the infinite strength rising within me each day. I stand in gratitude, honoring every step of my journey and trusting that every lesson has shaped me for greater purpose. I speak my truth with confidence, thankful for the courage that allows my voice to be heard. I cherish the boundaries I set, knowing they protect my peace and open me to deeper blessings. I celebrate my worth, recognizing that I am inherently valuable and worthy of every good thing. I release all fear, replacing it with steadfast faith that lights my path toward abundance. I hold sacred space for myself, thankful for the freedom to breathe, rest, and grow in alignment with God's plan. I trust the divine timing unfolding in my life, knowing that every delay was preparing me for something extraordinary. I allow change to bring blessings, welcoming transformation as a sign of my ongoing evolution. I embrace my past with compassion, seeing clearly how it paved the way for this powerful future. I rest in divine truth, grateful that I no longer need approval. I am already enough in God's eyes. I am free to shine, unafraid to be seen, unashamed to stand tall in who I am created to be. I acknowledge the strength within my choices, grateful that each decision shapes my destiny. I trust my intuition, believing that God guides my heart and mind toward right paths. I honor every boundary, confident that safeguarding my peace invites richer blessings. I walk with intention and courage, unshaken by the world's turbulence and anchored in divine guidance. I choose my own story, writing each chapter with wisdom, grace, and unwavering self-belief. I refuse to shrink to fit, knowing the spaces not meant for me lead me closer to those that are. I rise from every setback, stronger, wiser, and ready to claim the blessings waiting for me. I celebrate my innate worth, trusting that I was called for a higher purpose. I release all that no longer serves me, creating room for miracles, joy, and growth. I radiate healing, creativity, and courage, grateful for the divine spark that sets me apart. I lead myself with love, understanding that true power is rooted in kindness and integrity. I give myself permission to evolve, recognizing that each new version of me reflects deeper truth. I own my unique pace, releasing comparison and trusting the timing of my breakthroughs. I am allowed to shine, seeing my light as a beacon that invites others to do the same. I anchor my power in gratitude, walking through each day with a heart overflowing in thanks. I protect my peace, valuing my inner sanctuary as the source of my divine connection. I rejoice in every no, seeing it as a divine redirection toward a better yes. I choose love over fear, standing confidently in my faith that God's favor lights my path. I welcome the sacred fire within, letting it illuminate every decision and opportunity. I let go of perfection, embracing the beauty of my authentic, ever-evolving self. I trust the universe conspires for my good, knowing that every step I take is guided by a higher plan. I claim this day as holy, aware that each breath is filled with divine possibility. I know my voice matters, speaking with clarity and conviction, fueled by God's assurance. I embrace rest, joy, and ease, knowing these gifts are part of my spiritual inheritance. I honor every emotion, recognizing their messengers guiding me closer to my truth. I permit myself to be powerful, standing in the fullness of my gifts without apology. I sow seeds of hope, trusting that each small act of faith blossoms into mighty blessings. I am the author of my story, writing each chapter with divine wisdom and unshakable courage. I am fully open to receive every blessing God has prepared for me. I release any belief that I'm unworthy of greatness. I embrace divine favor. I honor my potential by believing in the bold vision God placed in my heart. I say yes to opportunities that align with my highest good and God's plan. I trust that every challenge is a portal to a higher level of my own power. I stand in reverence and gratitude for the gifts that flow into my life. I choose to see obstacles as signposts guiding me to deeper faith. I step into each new moment declaring I am able, worthy, and chosen. I act with confidence, knowing heaven supports my every purposeful move. I choose abundance over scarcity because I know God's resources are limitless. I attract loving connections that mirror the grace and faith I embody. I stand rooted in my convictions, unmoved by the opinions of the world. I breathe in courage, and I exhale every doubt that ever held me back. I create a life that reflects who I truly am, powerful, loved, and divinely guided. I radiate joy and hope, uplifting myself and everyone around me. I honor my journey, trusting that each season carries blessings and lessons. I allow forgiveness to pave the way for higher levels of love and peace. I give myself permission to succeed, free from guilt or hesitation. I tap into the infinite wisdom of God, finding clarity in every decision I make. I align with the knowledge that my words create my reality. I speak blessings daily. I trust divine timing. I know each blessing arrives at the perfect moment. I embrace my uniqueness, understanding it is key to unlocking my divine purpose. I welcome unexpected miracles, certain that God's surprises are always good. I am pure potential, capable of rising above any limitation through faith. I choose to thrive, not just survive, because I walk with God's favor. I invite clarity into my life, releasing confusion and chaos. I celebrate how far I've come, believing even greater victories lie ahead. I see every closed door as God's redirection towards something bigger. I dwell in possibility, refusing to entertain thoughts that diminish my power. I trust the process of growth, knowing patience leads to bountiful rewards. I live in expectancy, prepared to receive blessings beyond what I can imagine. I radiate grace and confidence because my faith is anchored in God's promises. I claim emotional freedom, releasing the past to make space for joyful new beginnings. I give thanks for each small step forward, recognizing progress in every breath. I open my hands to let blessings flow in and out, guiding me to share abundantly. I turn worries into prayers, trusting that God transforms them into answers. I rest in the knowledge that I am loved immeasurably, regardless of my past. I speak life into my dreams, fueling them with unwavering hope. I rise to each occasion with a heart ready to demonstrate God's power within me. I am never alone. I am always surrounded by angelic support and divine guidance. I'm confident in my calling. I know it's bigger than any fear that confronts me. I let the power of faith dismantle every chain of limitation. I stand in unity with God's plan, aligning my desires to divine will. I find purpose in the quiet moments where God whispers new direction. I embrace new opportunities wholeheartedly, trusting they are gifts of expansion. I speak words of life over myself, creating a fertile ground for blessings to grow. I see adversity as a backdrop for miracles to manifest in brilliant ways. I walk with honor, knowing my authenticity enriches the collective good. I refuse to hide my gifts. The world needs the unique light I bring. I am strong enough to handle success and wise enough to remain humble. I choose compassion for my own journey, inviting even greater self-love. I let my faith be louder than my fears, forging paths where none existed. I claim dominion over my thoughts, filling my mind with hope and positivity. I accept that growth can be uncomfortable, but it always leads to divine expansion. I am willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn as God shapes my future. I release old narratives that belittle my greatness, stepping boldly into my purpose. I commit to living every day with intention, trusting each step to be guided. I rest securely, knowing my blessings are safe in the hands of a limitless God. I celebrate others' victories, knowing there's more than enough for everyone. I fully embrace my gifts, allowing them to bloom and serve those around me. I embody resilience. Each setback is but a stepping stone to greater success. I choose words that build up my spirit, never words that tear me down. I step beyond comfort zones, discovering hidden treasures of my own strength. I trust my instincts, believing that God speaks to me through my intuition. I cherish the present, finding joy in the now, while anticipating glorious tomorrows. I value rest and restoration, knowing that blessings often bloom in stillness. I claim the authority given to me by God to shape my destiny with faith and courage. I nurture my soul with loving thoughts, kind words, and acts of service. I focus on solutions, assured that each problem meets its match in divine strategy. I choose to thrive within my lane, releasing comparisons that dilute my uniqueness. I am a reflection of divine creativity, ever evolving into brighter versions of myself. I exude peaceful confidence, knowing my identity is rooted in God's endless love. I witness miracles in the mundane, grateful for daily reminders of God's presence. I choose to invest in my growth because my life is a sacred gift. I celebrate divine synchronicities, seeing each coincidence as heavenly alignment. I am always prepared for favor, expecting God to exceed every expectation. I stand firm against negativity, guarding my spirit with unwavering faith. I cultivate gratitude in my heart, inviting even greater abundance to flow. I use my voice to inspire, to uplift, and to declare the goodness of God. I create healthy habits that honor the vessel God has entrusted to me. I am unstoppable when I partner with heaven's vision for my life. I see the best in myself and others, recognizing we are all masterpieces in progress. I accept success into my life, letting go of any guilt for shining brightly. I maintain a mindset of endless possibilities, unbound by earthly limitations. I speak my needs clearly, trusting that God will supply every one of them. I embody the truth that I am a child of the Most High, lacking nothing. I surrender control, allowing God's perfect will to rearrange my life for the best. I remain authentic, even when the world pushes me to conform to lesser identities. I trust that every tear I've shed waters the seeds of extraordinary blessings. I find joy in my own journey, refusing to envy another person's path. I honor my body with nourishment and gratitude, seeing it as the temple of my spirit. I consciously spread positivity, aware that my words can spark hope in others. I walk in clarity of purpose, unafraid of making mistakes as I learn and grow. I keep my eyes on the infinite possibilities that faith unveils each day. I step forward with bold action, trusting that every leap of faith is guided. I open my heart to healthy love, ready to receive the kindness I so freely give. I harness my inner strength, amazed by how God equips me for every challenge. I believe in the good in the world, choosing hope as my unwavering compass. I use life's storms to remind me of the steadfast anchor I have in my faith. I awaken each day anticipating miracles, confident in God's lavish grace. I practice gratitude in each moment, fueling a mindset of constant abundance. I break cycles of doubt, stepping into unwavering confidence in my gifts. I rejoice in small beginnings, knowing great things often start humbly. I am ready to receive creative ideas that spark new avenues of blessing. I rise higher each time I fall, certain that God's strength carries me onward. I guard my peace as a precious asset, permitting no negativity to steal it. I see closed chapters as completed lessons that propel me to new heights. I release the past without regret, making space for blessings right now. I trust that I am precisely where I need to be to witness divine wonders. I own my voice in every conversation, standing firm in my truth. I feed my dreams with optimism, watering them with faith each morning.